live, Bubba.
Welcome to this week's episode of Talking the Universe. I'm your host, the SRG, DLSS, the greatest American ever lived. And I am joined by one half of the LFF Tag Team Champions and one half of the LFF Tri-State Champions, my personal consigliere, Mr. Brian Wait for It Schmidt. And we're going to kick this week off the way we always do. How are you doing, Schmidt?
I mean, I have other names too. Consigliere of the Era, Mr. 100, Grand Slammy, you know, a lot of different names.
The Grand Salami.
I got a Grand Salami.
Mr. 100. All right, we got the 3 Ps, your post, your photo, your promo, your comment of the week.
Yeah.
Then we got a deck of the week.
Yeah, deck of the week's loaded and ready to go. But let's go straight up to the photo of the week, coming from the way back year of 2017, boss.
2017?
2017. It's a good one. I like it. You and Grand Machine.
What?
Yeah.
One of our original Kickstarters. I'm not sure which one. That had to be probably a second or third one.
Backlash.
So Backlash
was number 2, I believe.
That was the original Grand Machine Studios. Check that out. There's a lot of cool stuff in there. There's some LFF menus, some LFF Chinese food container boxes, some of the original decks. We did a full-on conversion to film down there. Hung up some curtains and stuff in the background that you can check out. Best grandma in the world, right there. Gave us our whole basement to make all of this happen.
I spent a couple days in that basement. Very nice.
Yes, you did.
I did. Post of the week, including comment of the week here. We'll do that right now. That's coming from Alexander Slamilton. And I think this is American. Wonderful American. Who are your some of your collabs you would like to see in this from Super Show? Here are 4 of mine: Madman Pondo, The Outrunners, Billy Starks, and Homestar Runner, aka Strombad. And I mean,
a lot of folks with extra Strong Bad.
It's a perfect thing. Like,
what were some of the comments that we've seen in here?
All right, so Ronnie says he pitched Strong Bad. Il Cartographer by Jeremy Brooks. I don't know who that is. John Hodges says Shotzi, Luigi Primo, any more TNA. Luigi Primo, the guy, the pizza guy. Logan Tyler says some GCW names: KJ Orso, Priscilla Kelly, One Call Manders, and Microman. Microman would be really cool.
I'd love Microman. I'd love Priscilla. Shotzi. We tried. We tried to get Shotzi in the table deck. Didn't work out the first attempt. Maybe we'll try again at another time.
I pitched this one always. Kaiju Big Battle.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
And a new Canadian federation run by Evil Uno called Mystery Wrestling. It's really good.
We do have a Kaiju set coming out.
Oh.
2026.
Colby says pretty much anything CMLL. I agree. And Zach showing off the Trogdor emoji for it.
What is a Trogdor emoji?
He's a Burninator of the countryside.
Very nice.
He's a dragon man. Trogdor. And your comment will be coming from Ron Rom saying he pitched Strong Bad Lucha. I mean, like, the Strong Bad guys are really cool.
I'm not too familiar with Strong Bad. What is that? I know he's a little red mask guy. He speaks like broken English. What's the tale, Mother Goose, with this guy?
He answers emails and makes like parody like things of it. Let's see. I will send you. Here we go. I will send you a link to homestarrunner.com. This is like early 2000s Homestar. Yeah, Homestar Runner of the internet. Yeah, he's really it's really old. Here we go. I'll send you a link right now, boss, so you can watch this on your free time. Free time meaning,
free time. What is
free
that?
Time. I don't know. When you use the bathroom, maybe. Simon Miller says, the influencer. Hello, influencer. But yeah, I sent you a link to their most recent post. Speaking of videos, promo of the week coming from Moonstar.
Congratulations, Ian, on your successful title defense. Man, I guess it really did freeze over for you to keep that, huh? Well, I'm your next opponent, Ian, and I'm coming for that belt. One way or another. I'll see you then, buddy.
I mean,
did you see that snow? That is crazy.
I don't know how much you got down by you, but New England got like 3 feet. 3 feet of snow.
We had a couple feet. It's been it's been something here.
Oh, it's been something, all right. I can tell you that right now. But there you go, 3 P's and a C, courtesy of the community. Thank you very much for your 3 P's and the C. We appreciate it. Keep those wonderful things coming in, all the content, all the wonderful, wonderful things that you do. Kibo saying in the UK they have 1 inch and they freak out and stop working. Phrasing.
Phrasing indeed.
Yep. Deck of the week?
Deck of the week. Pull it up. We had a couple of offered. Which one did you end up going with?
I went with, speaking of Kibo, I went with Kibo with his Nemeth deck. That
Nick Nemeth.
That literally just
the showstopper.
The showstopper just went all over the place last night on the Triad defense. We almost had a 1-turn kill. Almost. Back
to back. Opened the Triad match, spoiler, with the danger zone, followed up with a kick. You know, a little greenery, but the rookie of the match was pretty dominant.
Right.
Let's take a look at this list.
All right.
See how well the new guy did from across the pond.
I'm going to pull it up right now for you so you see it on screen. There you go, boss. Oh, hold on. Let me turn off my
that just looks like Ron Rubble yelling into the
There you
void.
go. There you go.
All right, your deck of the week, Nick Nemeth. He was running the JAC entrance. Little love to his fellow CCC competitor, JAC. Card number 1, Leapfrog, gives you a 7 to an 8. I like this call here for this deck. You know, Nick Nemeth, if you're not familiar with the gimmick, roll the same skill. You discard a card and draw 2. A lot of his finishers trigger on this. So making your 7 and 8 gives you some more options to win the turn roll, hit that danger zone, hit that sleeper. Then we go with an armor collar tie-up and a classic headlock. I like using a little utility here. If I'm not running a training with, I probably play like a double headlock or something to flip. Number 4, leg lariat with the strike trigger. Nice stuff. You'll notice he's pounding those strikes. He can throw them offensively. Hip toss, arm bar, same notes as before. I would probably, if I'm not running a training with, give something that if I do throw it offensively, I could flip away a card or maybe draw the bottom card of my deck. But you can't really go wrong with the classics nonetheless. Number 7, drawing dimes as the second skill card. You've got the 10 technique. It's always nice to have a protected card that picks up cards from your discard pile. If you're playing Nick Nemeth, you might be hitting finishers really quick. You might be pumping that crowd meter. So that is a nice little pack there. Number 8, Thunderous Goozle. This card allows you to search your deck for a finish and put it in your discard pile. He's got some 22s through 24s that he probably utilized that with. Also, the Neck from Luna drop. That's a nice little combo that he has there. Personally, and this is some advice I gave to Mr. John Press 1P, your player of the era, and he said that I was right on the money with this. I want to have a must-stop card like Lucha Rinse Repeat or Sweet and Salty Impact Drop or Scoop Slam. Something here because you want your opponent to hit this with a punch 100% of the time and then hit that danger zone. If I'm worried about danger zone, I might save my punch on the Thunderous Goozle. Second wind, this was Triad match, right? You want to win some turn rolls. You're going to pump the crowd meter up there. I like these calls in the Triad matches. Win more turns, hit more finishers. 10, 11, and 12. Elbow to the back. Mr. Piglet himself put me onto these lines. Look at the top 3. Put one in your hands. Put 2 on the bottom. Just nice cycling. Good card. Double throw. We want the danger zone, man. We're going to get it. We're going to stick to that plan. The cute part about this is if you double throw, there's a very good chance that they don't have a lead grapple stuff. So that gets you at the danger zone. You could clip them with that pretty quickly. But we also have hold it right there. One of the most popular lines in the game right now, preventing the follow-up stops. Necrum Luna drop. The word he couldn't say. This is probably where you have like the Thunderous Goozle into the Necrum Luna drop combo. I like that. DDT, swinging single leg crab. I think this is such an awesome call in a triad match. Very, very likely you're going to get the crab meter 1. So I like these crab meter 1 triggers here. 16, 17, and 18. This is a man after my own heart. Take the shot, Eternal Contact, and Tree of Woe. I like to spam my finishers from these spots. What I would probably recommend here is rather than take the shot, I think I would go American Dragon Drop on the idea that you have the Thunderous Goozle, right? Because now you can go Goozle, drop your finisher, and then you can American Dragon Drop it or swinging suplex it right to hand. That's what I like to do with my Homicide deck. So while those are all solid cards, I'd probably combo with the Goozle if we're going all in on that. Tree of Woe, that's probably my favorite line from the 16s or 18s. Elbow strikes, T-bone suplex, leg lock. Like I said, you're not going to go wrong with the classic ones, but I do like having a backup plan. Maybe a friendly flip, like a beat down in the corner or a blindside kick instead of the elbow strikes.
Yeah.
Very cool stuff with the Cosmics across the board. Cosmic Charging Splash, Cosmic Corner Throw, Cosmic Skull Hold. They each get to pick up a card of the same type, unlike the multiversals, so you could spam those finishers. Classic stops, dropkick, and fallaway slam, same notes. 27, Boston Crab. Good call. You have a 10. You have a second chance at your gimmick, a second chance at triggering those finishers. Not too scary to pack. And then, of course, Super Kick, Danger Zone, and the Sleeper. Didn't go with any of the TNA options. Solid deck list. I like that he's doing something a little bit different. I like that you splash in a leg lariat to catch people off guard, especially when you have a 15 that turns on later. Not a 15. That would really coexist that way. You have the leg lariat, and you don't have a 13, so you have a little bit of something that hits a little bit harder on those follow-up grapples. But really solid design from a newer player. I wouldn't take a look at this and be like, scrap this whole thing, throw it in the trash. I think that the design is there. For me, like I said, going with that same strategy, I'd make some basic tweaks. I'd take your classic stops, throw some utilities in. I'd switch out your number 17, and that's what I would be working with. But your deck of the week comes from across the pond. Well done. JAC entrance. Pretty cool play for the triad match specifically. You know the champion can draw a heck of a lot of cards via the triad belt. Yep. Match probably go late, and you kind of cut off some of his resources. So I thought that was pretty clever to bring JAC to ringside.
Not bad.
But we saw a first turn danger zone, like a second or third turn super kick, and then we almost saw a second one. Cherry Von Danish made a big time save.
She did. Cherry Von Danish was the
epic match.
Was the MVP of the game of the thing with all the saves that she did.
Save the bacon, indeed. All right, let's take a look at our week in review. Starting with Thursday, we'll go to our wonderful app created by Robert Dunn on the Super Show scoring app.
Yeah, great thing, great
Mr.
app.
Ron Rumble doing such a good thing on our posts, making sure we don't miss any events.
Yes, thank you, Ron. Appreciate it.
Week in review. All right, we're gonna start off with completed tournaments. Nice, look at that. The first one will be the Thursday night event, correct? Boss Fight 219.
Boss fights. Yep, 219.
We had 15 players joining. Myself, Ronnie Roms would get himself a bye, as Killer Kelly. And then we saw the highest champ in the LFF as Uncle Awesome. He's been loving that deck list, taking on the antagonist Ant West as BDE. The Starbreaker as your King of New York would also get a bye. And then Kobe Karam, your current player of the year, would take on the Italian Bombada as Mr. Sunday Night version of Mr. Rumble.
Ah, nice.
All right. Not saving stipulations here for some reason. Kobe Karam would defeat the Bombada. The highest champ in the LFF would take out the antagonist. Then the highest champ in the LFF would defeat Ronnie Rams. And Kobe Karam would be defeated by the Starbreaker, setting up the TVA matchup. Longtime friends, highest champ in the LFF as Uncle Awesome. But he would be defeated by the Starbreaker as the King of New York version of TJ Marconi. This definitely could have been eligible for your deck of the week. This deck was filthy. I forgot that the big boot is also a finish.
Yeah.
And your Starbreaker was killing people with big boots and Doomsday Lariats and just a whole bunch of other stuff. Just straight up overpowering the whole boss fights. Gets himself a big W there. Moving into Saturday, right?
Yeah, Saturday.
Was there a Friday pop-up or was it only Saturday?
It was only Saturday, and that was a Mr. Rumble pop-up. And we had
10 players.
10 players. Yeah, wow. Nice for a pop-up, free pop-up, nonetheless.
I joined in the pop-up action as Paul Walter Hauser at a 500 record. Wasn't quite as bad as Dustin Garman and Sam Stanton with the Goose Eggs. The Titan joined me in the 500 club, as well as the prize fighter in Ant West. Your top four: Ronnie Rams, undefeated. That name been coming up a lot. The Italian Bombada with Leon Slater and the one you love to know, Mother Loving Bobby Ohio, would make
Tommy
the cut
Stillwell.
as Tommy Stillwell, and Chuggy as Dread Pirate, I believe, was your top four.
Scallywag.
Ronnie Rams not playing hand destruction. That's something that you should really take a look at. He's been
llama.
called out for being a one-trick pony. Comes out with the llama, and your top cut featured the Dread Pirate defeating Ant West, the one you love to know, Bobby Ohio, newest member of the Crime Wave. Happy birthday, as Tommy Stillwell would defeat the LFF World Champion, the prize fighter. And then the Boombada would defeat the Titan, setting up a quarterfinals match between the Dread Pirate and the Mass Llama. Dread Pirate going over the Llama. Yep. Bobby O's run will be cut short by the Italian Boombada, who's been playing an awesome Gia training with version of Leon Slater. And he would defeat the Dread Pirate to get himself a W and would let me know instantly as soon as he won. That was our Saturday night. Schmidt, if you want to take the next one.
Yep, Sunday night fights, folks. Sunday night fights, we had 4 matches on. We went a little bit over. First off, kicking off with the LFF Tri-State Championship as your current champion at the time, the Influencer, taking on Candyman. A Candyman off. And this went to crowd meter 1. And Ange took the win, proving that she is the OG and the one who is Candyman. Candyman is now your LFF Tri-State champion. Her next opponent is the Star Maker himself, Everett Stevens. You had the LFF Trios title match defended as the Cheetah taking on Pride. Folks, Pride was the underdog here. Leg going to crowd meter 3, but unfortunately the sun always sets for Team Valiant with a circle of the sun. Your winner and still LFF Trios champion, the Cheetah. His next opponent is Moonstar using the Refinery. So no gimmick for you.
Gotta get that back. That gimmick back. Once the Grand Packs come out, we get that overhand wrist lock. I went what, 3 for 3 on my predictions for Sunday night fights?
We had 4 matches, Steve.
4 for 4 then, even better.
Hardcore title match on the line as the Grump Core champion Zach Ashley took on Kempo Kenny, and Kempo Kenny claiming collusion, that Zach found out what was going on, but Zach retains with a Sweeping slam.
Listen, you're not doing justice to this match, man.
Go
Kempo
ahead.
Kenny,
You're
most
the GM.
dangerous man in the LFF, talked a whole lot of trash. He took a steel chair. He drew a face on it. He said he was coming for the highest champ in the LFF. And I'm telling you, normally you would think, don't write checks that your mouth can't cash. But Kempo Kenny was just about dotting the I's and crossing the T's on this check before he got hit with the umbrella hold.
Umbrella hold, yes.
On a top rope flying elbow drop. Went all in on the keyword and the stipulation, and it cost him. He was put away by the highest champ in the LFF. But I'm telling you, up until that point, the man was having his way with the champ. He really showed why he's a force to be reckoned with. And he was really smacking around Zach, which is not a thing a lot of people get to do. Once again, once you come into these one-on-one matches and the psychology comes into play and you make a prediction on your opponent, you can get yourself a huge win. Robert the Brain Dunn locked me in an umbrella hold when I tried to put his face first in the dirt for the United States champion. And now Kempo Kenny joins the club, gets hit with the umbrella hold. Zach is still your LFF champion.
And boss, the finals, the main event, was a 3 stages of hell match for the old school title. Boss,
Tomato Jr., just a revolutionary GM, did a great job with this match. This was Mr. Old School himself, Dr. Pollywood, as the High Roller. He was playing in 3 stages of hell, kicking it off with a singles match, followed by the steel cage being lowered down from the heavens. And should we need a third fall, it would be a steel chain match. He was going up against his buddy, member of the higher class, Simple Chuck, as the Brewmeister, and the High Roller and Simple Chuck back and forth in the beginning. We saw Simple Chuck really was determined to stick that daredevil dive, didn't go with the 360 lariat tech from his coach or brethren John Polverino of the higher class, and might have cost him. Who knows? But first fall goes to the High Roller. He is able to get it. Steel cage comes down. Huge advantage for the High Roller at this point. He's just about decked out when the cage comes down. He's about to escape the cage. But the Brewmeister would not go down without a fight at all. You saw the inner turmoil. He was rolling 5s, 5s, and 5s. He knew if he would just reach down and go against his teammates and pull that D12 out, we might have had a new champion. But he would not sell out. He would not do it. He committed to his die. He rolled a bunch of 5s. Still, in the cage match, he was able to feel a little froggy, I think it was. He hit a frog splash. What was it?
Yeah. Hit a,
a lightning leg drop.
Moonsault leg drop.
Yep, off the cage, gets himself a 10, but your champion no-sells that, kicks out as 1, escapes the cage immediately, and Dr. Pollywood will be pioneering in the brand new old school division, which will only allow the use of old school cards from old school set 2 and the 10th anniversary box set, just like the old school format. Because he's the champion, he can still use high roll. He will still be able to use his original
at the end of that match, he called out Ronnie Roms, and Ronnie coming back and with a clapback this past Tuesday on Dojo, but we'll get to that in a minute. I don't think
he called out Ronnie Roms per se.
He did.
I think he just took a well-deserved shot at Mr. Ronnie Roms, ripping up his cards and stuff. But we'll see. Tomato Jr., myself, and the champion, we'll get some talking going. Maybe this is the match that they want to kick off with. I already had spoken with Tomato Jr. He had a challenger in mind. But who knows? Maybe we'll take into consideration what the champion wants as he gets prepared for his next matchup and the deck changes.
All right. Sunday
Night Fights was awesome. Monday
Night Fights. Well, so I'm just going to go to the top cut because we had a foobar with the app. My apologies. That should be botched here. We already talked about it.
I had a foobar, man. I thought 3-in-1s were in.
No, I said 4 and you're in, not 3 and in.
There for that. I was a late entry.
Anyway, we had 22 because of the blizzard up here, most of Rippership did show up. Thank you guys for coming out and hanging out and playing with us. Here's your top 8. Actually, we'll go down top 4 exactly. In 4th place, we will give it to Taylor Schwab as playing as Deerfield Bullgeyser.
That's correct.
Bringing that heavy berry from Rip and Ship to Monday Night Fights. 3rd place, Colby, the chosen one, playing as Colby W. Craig as himself. In 2nd place, I love this deck. The highest champ in the LFF, the Grump Court champion, Mr. Zach Atchley, playing as Uncle Awesome 2024. But proving that he is the #1 player on online Super Show is Ronnie Roms playing as Myron Reed. And that finals match was a Ligers Den. Went for about maybe 5 minutes, not even. They set up, drew, and Ronnie just hit a finish. It was one of the quickest Liger Dens matches I've ever seen. So Ronnie taking it out. Other people in top 8 notable: Matt Haas, your #1 contender for the LFF World Heavyweight Championship. My tag partner, the Centipede, and my best buddy, the Italian Bombada, also making top cut as well too. Titan and Steven Moonstar. Moonstar playing that Indy Hartwell deck from a week ago, playing against Titan, who was the real American hero. So
very nice. And over at the Rust Belt, we had 8 players. The Dude, Big Jim, Dangerous, Dylan, Bias,
Big
and
Jim?
the Trash Man would be your bottom. Your top 4. The Lethal Endorser, Joseph Gilchrist, as the flip version of the Mortician from the Halloween deck. I need to get that deck list because I haven't been able to get it to work myself. Funtime Bob as El Jabroni. He's been loving this El Jabroni deck. D4D Director as Flip Gordon returning. And at the top, your Underworld champion, Mr. History-making Matt Pineapple as the Zero Wind champion. Takes down the Rust Belt.
What a night. Dojo. Folks, Dojo. First off, we start off with the LFF Triad title match, which is going on behind Steve right now on our YouTube channel.
If you haven't watched it, I don't always say go back and watch matches. This match was fantastic.
Yes.
Top to bottom. Great sportsmanship, great characters here. The promoing that we've got from Mr. Johnny Eldorado and the East End Enforcer, and of course Sherry Von Danish. They're just good. Everybody's just great on the mic. Super pleasant atmosphere. Again, just a huge personification of the best parts of Super Show. We had an exciting matchup. We had great sportsmanship. We had great banter. It was everything you want out of a triad match. Just proved again why this is the most exciting division currently in the LFF. Right off the bat, turn 1 danger zone. Finish roll of 10.
Yeah.
Okay. Bam. Looks like the East End Enforcer is about to capture himself gold in the first one. Kicks out. Okay. Couple turns later, let's turn this super kick into a finish. 10 again. 10 to an 11. Cherry Von Danish makes the save. He's going for the super kick again. Cherry Von Danish is just rolling for her gimmick.
Yep.
And just constantly grabbing stops. Almost had a hand through the entirety of the game. No hand. Just kept saving Johnny Eldorado. They returned the favors a couple times. It was absolutely epic. I think we saw the callback come down, then off Broadway eventually did the match in. And Johnny Eldorado, your face of the year, one half of my favorite tag team, retains the Triad title, I believe in his 2nd defense. In a fantastic introduction to the East End Enforcer.
Yes, fantastic.
As well as it was great to see Cherry Von Danish in the ring again. Maybe we'll get some baked goods and stuff. I don't know. But they did the most amazing thing. Because not only did they put on a show of shows, they wrapped this up for us to start the dojo a little bit earlier. So a fantastic night of Super Show. Thank you to all 3 of those participants.
Yep. And speaking of dojo, Boss and Ronnie Roms going at it and defending a house, going over 500 with this.
Over 500? I was 100.
Yeah, you were 100%. Ronnie had the only loss from the night against the Italian Babada. Your cards to go on sale is as follows. Graphic will be up a little bit later on tonight. I'm sorry I had, personal things to do, trying to scream at a dentist for $1,200 for nothing. Hypersonic Thumb Tackle. Ringside Ruckus with the floats. The new meta with the new sub. Latin Lover. Syzygy. And Full Nelson the skill card.
Listen, I got some very good feedback from people on some of the prices. We've done $5 days. Some things have been lowered. Some things have been higher.
Yeah.
There is a method to the madness, okay? In a lot of cases, we have things that are older and in stock. I give you better values. Full Nelson's on sale for about $5. It's one of the best
That's
cards
really
ever. If
good.
you don't have one yet, I think it's amazing. You know, we had a Ultra Cosmic Spin, right?
Yep.
Which was on sale for $15, which is not that much for sale price. But the reason was I checked inventory. I had almost none of these left, folks, and they're not being reprinted for a while. So the price was up there, and they got snagged. Those are gone. So I currently do not have any of those Ultra Cosmic Spins left.
Wow.
But you got some really great deals. You can get the Latin Lover, who I think is going to be on the Faction Wars winning team this year. He's really, really good. He's going to dominate the old school division. And then, of course, Ringside Ruckus with the Floats is probably one of the best cards we've ever printed ever. Usually, if you don't know what to play, just play Floats. She'll be okay.
Yeah, right.
But Dojo deals. I'm here to work with you. We had a day where the Dojo was on fire. Hype trains got all the way up there. The deals were incredible, okay? You guys hook us up. We try to hook you up. But no other game in the world gives you the opportunity to win the cards you want for free or put them on the sale. So I want you to remember that. We are doing our best here with the Dojo deals. Show some love. Support what you can. We appreciate it very much.
We do. Also wanted to point out Mr. Drew Matson upping his tier 1 sub to tier 3. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Remember, folks, if you have a tier 3 sub and you play in the Dojo, you get to play for all the new stuff as well, too. Plus
Erskine was almost 2-0 in the Dojo for the first time in history. He was so close, Drew. We're so close. I pulled a rabbit out of a hat against Mr. Todd Brooks on that victory. I'll tell you that much. He was showing a little mercy on me.
Oh, yeah. We had Dojo rules, Ring of Fire, Psycho Circus, ladder match, New York rules, Super Lucha in the second one where Jeremy took on the boss.
I will tell you that it was a very productive day in the Dojo. I had packed all the promo packs for those Impact sets that have gone out. Lots of them are done today. They will be finished up tomorrow, and all shipping will be up to date. But I was able to do that live on the Dojo on the back end.
He did. But yeah, Dojo was getting good.
I went through all the 1 through 27s. Mr. Brian Schmidt paid for me. He did a wonderful job, aside for some of the cards being 30% up and 70% down. They're just kind of what was going on there, Mr. Schmidt.
I was trying to put everything in order. My apologies.
My man.
I literally was doing what you do.
I was told by the player of the era he'd rather have upside down cards than 2 number 22s and no 21. So we'll see how it goes. Okay.
Thank you, P. Appreciate that. Looking forward, boss. Looking forward. What we got?
All right. Big one up on the horizon is your Long Island Tabletop Convention. I took the L. I can see it. Some people said it was next week. I argued. I said it's not a week away. It's 11 days away. It is. It's next week already. Yeah. You know, it feels like it's not even possible.
Right.
But the next weekend that we'll have the Long Island Tabletop Convention. I have sent in an order for Super Lucha stuff. Okay. I don't know what I'm going to get. I submitted it. I will follow up with our printers throughout the week. Lucha Ron coming soon.
Oh, really? Huh.
So the plan is that I spoke with them is I would like to get all of this. I don't know if I will. We have a lot of stuff pending. We're waiting for I'm going to jump around a little bit, but it's all related.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get this stuff all here. Obviously, the sign-up promos are very important, but there'll be additional stuff. I am currently waiting for the final pieces to the Cardona Kickstarter, which are some of the Cardona characters. Once I get those, some of them have to be mailed to Matt to be autographed, as there's an autographed here, and then everything on that will be shipped out. We are still several months ahead of our estimated delivery date, so we're not going to rush everything. We're going to give Matt some time. As you know, he's now in WWE. He might not be home all the time, but we'll get those things signed up. That's coming. Immediately after that is going to be the Long Island Tabletop stuff. We're working on the Misomania promos as well, and then the huge print run of all the other characters that we will schedule release for us. Maybe a lot of them debut at the Grand Gathering. Tomorrow, I will be, hopefully, if Val is done, he told me he's putting the final touches on the Heel of Bastille. So that should be the last component for the Halloween deck. We said estimated delivery February. Doesn't look like you'll get it in February, but I would feel much better if I submitted it to be printed in February, and then we could get it shipped out for March. It wouldn't be too far off. We will also be getting our ladder deck. That is en route to me already. I saw some pictures of that. So I should very shortly, assuming the weather didn't screw up things too much, have the ladder deck and most of the other components besides the autograph cards for Matt, as they have to get to me then to get to him. So, Long Island Tabletop.
Yeah.
Put my folder for that.
You want me to pull it up on the screen? Share it?
You can? Is that something you can do?
Yeah, why not? Is it in the chat? It's in the chat, right?
You know, he knows. He says he knows how to do it.
I'm just confirming. That's all. Is that what we want to show? Got it. Okay, stand by. Let's see. Where is that chat? Chug it, 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 chug it. There we go. Nope. That's the other one. There it is. All right. So what are we showing off for it? Before I do anything.
What are you in right now?
I'm in the.
All right. I can screen share. I got this.
Okay. All right. I don't want your computer to be taxed anymore. So.
Okay. You could go in it as much as you'd like. All right.
Okay.
Let's. Obviously, what I want to have first and foremost are the sign-up promos. So let's take a look at the Long Island Tabletop Nacho Knockout, the Long Island Tabletop Panini Press, and the Long Island Tabletop Cobra Crush.
All right, it's pulling up right. I'm just fixing the screen to size it correctly so they can see it. And here we go. Long Island Nacho Knockout. Shuffle one card from your discard pile into your deck. Your next turn roll is +1. Number 13. Follow-up strike. Another table at 13. Not bad.
Is that it says, Mr. Schmidt?
Long Island Tabletop Gaming. Table. There's table in the name.
No, it says shuffle up to one card from your discard pile into your deck. Your next turn roll is +1.
Okay.
So you could choose 0. Now, folks, I listened to your feedback. I obviously don't want to change the dynamic of Super Lucha too much, but what have you guys asked for? Shuffling effect. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. You're able to shuffle up to one card, so you could just shuffle your deck if you don't want to shuffle back a card. And then your next turn roll is +1. Again, is this an above average card in all of Super Show? Probably not. Is it very valuable in Super Lucha? Definitely.
Yes.
It's definitely going to find a home in a lot of stuff for Super Show. As it has table in the name. So it's pretty game breaking for a lot of things. So we have that. We have out in the name. We have press in the name.
Yep, Panini Press.
And then
for everyone who plays Empress.
The Cobra
Ooh. I like that.
Crush, which I don't know, maybe Mr. Emmy winning steel chair. Yeah. What about Press 1P? Does he trigger off press?
No, head and table, I
Does
believe.
he have something?
I think it's head and table.
I thought one of his finishers might have one. Maybe not. I don't know. Well, I could put his head into a table. Then we possibly will debut new prize cards for Super Lucha. Again, this is the plan. There's 3 feet of snow outside my house right now. It is supposed to snow again before the end of this week. So I'm not making any promises, but these things that you can look out for. Let's take a look at the unwrap. Some Sling Cheese, the Hammer Time Knee Knocker, Shred It and Forget It, Over the Top Dance Off, Protoplasm Slam, and the Ultimate Dynamic Lucha Cooking These are some things that people had commissioned, as well as things that I had made as well on my own.
I like this one. There you go. Those are some of the single cards we're hoping to see very shortly. What else do you? Anything else?
Unwrap some Sling follow-up in play. Look at the top 4 cards of your deck. Put 2 cards in your hand, flip the others, or shuffle 2 cards into your deck. Hammer Tom Knee Knocker is the agility version. If you have another follow-up in play, look at the top 4 cards of your deck, 2 cards in your hand, flip or shuffle the other 2 cards into your deck.
And folks, these numbers. 16,
this is giving you a little bit of, different thing. Yes.
It's a 16, 17, 18, not 22, 23, or 24, 18, folks. Sure. So.
Yep. So right now, giving you a little variation of what skill cards you might be able to play. A lot of your characters only have 2 choices now. Now you have a 3rd choice. Over the top dance off. If you are going to be competing in our Super Lucha Over the Top Battle Royal, you probably want to play this card, even if it is blank text, because it would still have over the top of the name, right? I'm
right.
interpreting that correctly, I believe. I don't think it says added text. Could be wrong. We can confirm that. The Protoplasmic Slam, a little mic card for you, and a slam. Flip 2, add 1 from your discard pile to your hand, and draw 2. This is a skill version of your Fleecing the Flock style line. Love that. It's a little bit juiced up on the other solo mode cards. Ultimate Dynamic Lucha Cooking Time. It's got King in the name, but it is a submission.
There you go. All right.
All right. That's the main things we're trying to get. There also will be this Mr. Pop and Twist promo card.
Oh, the entrance.
Without the Super Show back. 3 characters for Super Lucha coming soon.
We can show them off?
Foremost. Yeah, let's show them off. Let's hear it. Let's go.
Do
they might be coming out in a week.
All right, Keezy.
Keezy McKeezy.
During the turn roll, you
may discard a card from your hand to immediately blank your opponent's gimmick. You want to read it too, Schmidt?
No, you got it.
Hit me with the finishers.
Finisher is the Stink Pit, the finish sub, 1 to power, 2 to tech, 3 to agility. Your opponent discards cards from their hand equal to the crown meter plus oon. Not bad. The Fondue Pool of Death. 1 to sub, 3 to grapple. Each time your opponent rolls for a breaker roll, draw 1 card. If your opponent rolled their 3rd breakout roll, add 1 card from your discard pile to your hand. And then finally, Lindenberg Cheese Splash. 1 to tech, 4 to agility. Draw 2 cards. Pretty simple, straightforward on that finish right there.
I think it's just Lindbergh, apparently. I don't think there's a Linden in there unless it's a typo.
I'm not. No, it says Lindbergh, but I'm not a cheese guy, so I don't know what to tell you.
All right, then we have the specialty for hire, Mr. Jeffrey Allen. This is also a Kickstarter commission.
Specialty hire.
Take it away, Schmitty.
When you roll submission for your turn roll, choose a card number. Your target randomly reveals 2 cards in their hand. If they reveal the chosen card, they discard it. Not bad. Interesting. New gimmick. Nanook is the only one that has something similar to that, right? But it's not Super Lucha. But he calls odds or evens. All right.
That's correct.
The Sleeper Hold. 3 to sub, 2 to grapple. For the rest of the match, when your opponent reveals a card for your gimmick, they reveal 2 additional cards. So you hit this, they're revealing 4 now. Not bad. Sit Out Choke Slam. 1 to power, 2 to sub, 2 to grapple. Your opponent randomly reveals 2 cards in their hand. Choose 1 and discard it. And then finally, the Idaho Potato Drop. 4 to agility, 1 to strike. Look at your opponent's hand. But pretty good. pretty.
These characters will not be legal for the CAC.
They will not. Okay. So Borno,
your first CAC winner in Super Lucha history.
Oh boy, Colby Cram.
Colby Cram, the player of the year.
Does the submission finish stack for Jeffrey Allen?
Yes.
So, okay. When you roll strike, all right, there you go. When you roll strike, grapple, or submission for your turn roll, you may discard a card of that move type, and your turn roll is +1. So on your 8, 6, and 7, you discard the same color, and you get turn rolls +1. Not bad. Pretty cool. I like that type of gimmick.
It's bribery.
The submission finish. El Chochinito.
Come on, Schmidt, you can do it.
I'm trying.
Roll the tongue.
Chochinito. 3 to sub. Your power is +1 for each card in your hand greater than 5. Max 5. The Dollar Driver. 1 to sub. 1 to grapple. If you roll strike, submission, or grapple, you may discard up to 2 cards of that move type and add +1 to your finish roll for each card discarded. And then finally, the Coin Flip. 1 to strike, 3 to sub, 2 to grapple. If you roll power, tech, or agility for your finish roll, your finish roll is 7. Draw 1 card. I like that. It's pretty cool.
Coin flip 50-50 on a 7 or a 9.
Yeah. Oh, excuse me. I have the hiccups.
All right. And what I am trying to print, I don't know if I've even showed this off. I lose track. Schmidt, go take a look into Solo Mode Deck 2. I know that there have been some stirrings. People want the cards they commissioned.
Let me pull it up right now.
Solo Mode Deck 2.
Deck 2?
Let's rip through this.
All right, let's pull it up.
I've made the judgment call that these cards will not be legal for the CAC. Go nuts in the battle world. You think that should be legal? You think cards that are coming out?
I want to play my Llama Fist.
You told me to change the name.
Yeah, Erupting
Are you
Llama
sticking
Fist.
with that?
Yeah, we're sticking with that. I told you to do that because.
All right.
I told you to do that.
Right here. Here we go. Maybe I missed it. I don't know.
No, we had a discussion about it. Said I'm saving it for finish names. All right. Okay. So let's go ahead and. Why is it not showing a preview for me? Come on. All right, here we go. Let's show this off. Starting with number 1. Scoot over, Bird. Next turn roll is +2. Bury 1 card in either player's discard pile. An impressive bird call. More birds? Jeez. Your next turn roll is +2. Bury 1 card in either player's discard pile. Right? Why is he going after the... Okay.
Scoot over, Goose.
Yeah, not bird. This is obviously bird racism against the goose. The Norwegian Stinkerhold. Same version.
Right. You want it to be called Scoot Over Goose?
No, leave it. No, don't. That's just a guy, a normal man. The Big Belly Punches. Crowd meters 1 or greater. Stop any follow-up. Grapple. Bury 1 strike in either player's discard pile. Same thing for the 5 on a grapple. Spin it to win it. A little spin for you.
My man Sergeant Yoga needed a spin at 5.
Metallic Tyranny. There's Doom on there. This one's for your submission. The number 7, Kneecap Soup. Draw 1 card or add 1 follow-up from your discard pile to your hand. That's really good. A little version of the belly-to-belly suplex line. I like it. Enter El Leon. Sheepish Swarming Potion. I got a sheep card. Draw one card or add one follow-up from your discard pile to your hand. That's pretty cool. The Cooler of Destiny. This is, I assume, a big picture premium cooler. If you have another lead in play, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, put one in hand, and flip the others.
Assume incorrectly.
Okay. Eagle Vision. There you go. Same thing. Goose Neck. What? Like, why are we beating up on the goose here again? Goose Neck Twist. Hypersonic Boot. If you have a stop and play, draw 2 cards. Going to get a lot of use out of that. Firestarter Rocket. Same thing. Stop and play, draw 2 cards. Fluting Frenzy. That's true. More goose cards and jacks can't blank people. That's very true. There's no goose on jacks. Lightning Powered Rocket Leg Kicks. Number 16. If you have another follow-up in play, look at the top 4 cards of your deck, put one in hand, and flip the others. Is that supposed to be like a Hamish? That's pretty cool. Dragon Fire Slam was a promo for... Was that Pixel?
DragonCon?
DragonCon, thank you. If you have a follow-up play, look at the top 4 cards.
DragonCon?
Yeah, DragonCon. All mug, no steel. All mug, no steel. Chopping Lumber. If your opponent has another grapple in play, stop any finished grapple. Bury 1 strike in either player's discard pile. Flaying into the Ring Ropes. I love that art. Great art. Great art there. The Tango of the Toro.
So cool.
Strike, bury 1 submission. You didn't change it. It's still there. Soon to be Erupting Llama Finger. This hand of mine, bury 1 card.
No, I changed it.
Okay. Bury 1 card in your discard pile. Your next 3 turn rolls are +1. Boom! Dynamite. That's a giant wrench. It's a giant wrench. El Retumbar.
Really wanted to put giant. I wanted to butcher the name a little bit. Called a giant-sized wrench, just so he gets blanked by scrappers.
Yeah. Stopping lead or follow or finish grapple and add 1 follow-up strike from your discard pile to your hand. Into the Abyss. Black Star and Cheetah. Same thing. Grab a follow-up grapple. And Spinestroni Soup. Stop any lead strike or finish strike. Add 1 follow-up submission from your discard pile to your hand. Very, very similar to the Ikuzo, where you would shuffle 2 of the skill that you're stopping with. So pretty good. I like it. They will definitely get play. I think so.
Goes to your hand. So I definitely see people comboing this with your equal 8s and your 7 seals. And, you know, if you're a press slam / butterfly brainbuster guy, you're gonna have some power here. So definitely think this will get. This is all stuff that's in the pipeline for Super Big Show.
All right. Next up is the Halloween deck preview, but we'll see most of that tomorrow on ETU. I think we've covered everything.
That's correct.
Unless you go, GM's Corner. Let's not forget about GM's Corner. AKA the Tomato
Is the
Junior.
CCC live yet? What's going on?
After Talking Universe. Pat said it after Talking Universe. He posted something earlier today.
Time will that be live?
Pat's in the chat, so I assume 10 p.m. Eastern, correct, Pat?
Very nice.
Wait for him to confirm on that. Let's see. Yes.
We're going to hit the 9:30 time. Let's go.
10. All right. You got 6 minutes to do GM's Corner. Go.
This could be really quick.
I hope so.
We have. Let me check this message before I get there.
Oh, okay. We're gonna check. We're gonna check a message here. While we wait for that message to be checked, folks, tune in tomorrow. Expand the universe. We're gonna do some Halloween deck. Got a lot of stuff we gotta get done.
Open to get the last 2 editions. Yeah, unfortunately, there's a lot of grand pack stuff to be done, and I like to keep that a surprise, so that makes my schedule a little bit harder.
Pixel Panel is Pandemonium. We also have we'll have those promos done tomorrow as well too.
Number 7, East End Enforcer are gonna be in the house for that.
Yeah, he is.
Been shown off.
What?
Yeah, I thought we showed them off.
I don't remember if we did or not.
I thought we showed them off. Deep 6 event hosted by Ronnie Rollins. I believe I've just been entered into it.
Oh, nice.
Well, you have screen share. You could show them off.
Is it in the?
So we have Ian Chambers. Will be taking on Moonstar, right?
Let me pull it. I'll pull that up right now. Give me a moment. I had to step away from that real quick. I lost my match against Eddie Fury.
Still your champion.
I lost my match against Eddie Fury last night.
Mike Dippy versus the last of the Dying Breed. Mike Dippy versus the Hidden Threat. March 1st. That is officially on the calendar by Mr. General Manager John Calais. Some demands being made, folks. My man, Hidden Threat out here with like a 500 Super Show record. I don't want to hear anything about this nonsense where the cup is an advantage of some kind. All right. You want to say the cup is annoying? I'll give you that. It is so annoying. I hear that to the end of time and the flip, but there is absolutely, positively no advantage to this cup. I don't want to hear any nonsense about not moving around. I ran tests for about 45 minutes today. I will give somebody a creative character if they can take their cup, same one, fits a typical beer can, drop a boulder dice into it, shake it up like Matt Haas does it. If they could get the same skill 10 consecutive times without failing, they could do it. But if you waste my time, you owe me $1. All right? It's not going to happen, okay? This guy, we've all seen him play. He drops it in, he shakes it up, he flips it over. If you want to cry about the noise, I'm with you on it. It's a pain. I banned it from the Denny's Arena. I said, no cup at Denny's Arena. Okay, people trying to eat their pancakes here. But I don't want to hear any nonsense about it being some sort of advantage. Get that out here. That's my real quick out of nowhere. Underworld Championship has been booked. History-making Matt Pineapple will be stepping in to Miso Mania. I'm sorry, not Miso Mania. Pixel Palace 7 to take on Colin the Chrononaut for the Underworld Championship. That match is officially booked. It has been accepted by both challengers. Colin the Chrononaut will be using Colin the Chrononaut. You know why? Because that's what he qualified with. I don't care if he got moved up. All right? So it'll be Colin the Chrononaut versus Ryan the Piercer, history-making Mike Pineapple. And you know what Mr. Pineapple said when that challenge was issued? He said, of course, doesn't care, not backing down from the fight. That's why he's such a champion. That's why he's so handsome. That's why he makes history every time he steps into the ring. Tag team. You picked a date, right, Schmidt?
Yeah, March 22nd.
Give me a date.
Yep.
March 22nd. I will be finding a challenger alongside my counterpart, Mr. Tomato Jr., because he's been doing so well with the other divisions. And we will make a match official from the list of very extensive contenders that I have lined up. They will take on the Crime Wave. March 22nd is the next defense. Speaking of next defenses, the Triad Champion, the face of the year, the gift who just does not stop giving here in the LFF, has said that he will be in the house for Long Island Tabletop Convention. Ooh. And because he is in the house, the Triad Championship will be on the line in my hometown of Long Island. One half of my favorite tag team. It is going to be very difficult to pull from the amazing lineup of people scheduled for that event, but we will find 2 challengers for Mr. Johnny El Dorado to make sure that that title is defended. That might not be the only title defended that weekend, because we're going to have the Super Lucha World Champion, John Press 1P, your player of the era. He will be taking on Mr. Jason Poisson, as it is Snake versus Goose, making us have an absolutely jam-packed lineup for that. Global division. We have John Hodges versus Google Docs Dan. That match is officially booked. They will be setting it up on a Sunday. The winner of that match will take on the collector Sean Lowe. And then the old school division, Dr. Paulie will be getting his first challenger name. And I know that Tomato Jr. has another one in his sights that is not named Rowdy Ron. However, I will talk to Paul Merrill and see what he says if Dr. Paulie wants to take on an additional challenger here. Any other updates I do not have. I know that we have a Deep Six event going on.
I am waiting
Old
to
Line
hear
Harry's Tornado event has been going on for quite some time.
Still
and
waiting
we have
for
a tag team event from Captain Con where Robert Braindon and your Tri-State champion are sitting on top of it. The Duet Dream, 6 days away for them to complete it. Bracket 1 and 2. We are waiting.
You know, there's 28 days in February, right?
I did not know that. BTE versus the Dangerous Alliance. One of these teams will be advancing to get my prize. Wow, that is a banger. I would love to get that streamed if possible.
I mean, just let me know. I'll bring him in. I'll have to
get that set up. Anything
I
else? All right. Yes, we are editing. It wasn't that. It wasn't that monumental. It's just that they're editing the Dark Prince for obvious reasons. Old School set 3, ready to roll, locked and loaded. Will be printed for hopefully the Grand Gathering. Then we will immediately start getting to work on the Grand Pack stuff. I will finish up Halloween. I will work on the stuff with Slade Holiday tomorrow, and then we'll start getting Grand Pack rocking and rolling. Tons of art, tons of cool things to get in there. Once all of my created content is complete, and I've harnessed all the energy from the LFF community, then I will make a plan if there's more created content on the line. For now, get yourself to Island Tabletop, get yourself to Pixel Palace, get yourself to Misomania. We did it. Anything else we missed?
2 minutes over. We didn't. I don't believe we missed anything.
No?
Yeah, I guess that's a bye, man.
Well, let us know.
Bye. We'll see you tomorrow.